chat.
Great, thank you. There it is, YouTube playlist.
Hey, Garlic. I'm watching and listening as we speak. As people come in, I will explain what's going on. I really wish I could restream this, though. Hey, Ballsteg. Hi, Garlic Tofu. All right now they're going through the sponsorship. And they're talking about Ingram, which is great. I was worried because I couldn't find the microphone on Zoom, and I was worried, first of all, that I could be heard. And apparently I can't be heard by them, which is great, because I don't want to be heard by them. As people come in, I will explain. So we'll see. Do we have any idea? You do, Echo. You do see an Arvin. Right now, you're not going to hear anything else because right now the IBPA is just going through descriptions of what the ceremony is going to be like. So right now we're hearing from the director of Ingram Spark, which is the sponsor of the ceremony. Thank you, Triffid. I really wish I could stream this. Yes, we will see. It may not. It may not echo, but we'll see. Right now, Ingram is talking about how awesome they are, which is, perfectly reasonable. They just said it's one of the most prestigious awards in independent publishing. I'm like, all right. I like the sound of that. And it's all about this, chat. It's all about this. It's about this book today. Icarus and Jelinek. Thank you very much, by the way, Triffid. Time does fly with us. Thank you so much, Triffid. I appreciate it. Thank you very, very much for being a part of it for 14 months. It's crazy, but thank you so much. And yeah, we're here about this tonight with that lucky painting in the background of Icarus, so we will see. And win or lose, I do want to thank the people who made this possible, especially because I saw the Ballstag and Garlic Tofu in chat. Athos Arts, of course. Achala Fabio, the incredible artist for this. Chris Suda, who did lettering and layout. And Keith DeCandido, who did an amazing job with the script. And just an incredible team. So super excited about it. Hey, Mrs. Dunsel. Thank you. Yes, this is the limited edition. So cross your fingers, chat. We'll find out if that succeeds. Volume might be a bit low. I'm trying to keep quiet a little bit because I'm also trying to hear what they're saying at the same time, which I can't play for you at the same time because if I play at the same time, I'm restreaming it. I don't know if I'm allowed to, but... There we go. That might be a little bit better. Normally, I'd be talking at a different volume, but I'm trying to also hear what they're saying. So, 2 audio streams. I know. Ah. Speaking, they just announced beverages, and I want to say, chat, if we do win today, I'm breaking out the Virgils. If we pull it out today, I'm breaking out the Virgils to celebrate. So I am ready and ready. I'm ready and willing and waiting if we actually succeed. So we'll see if this gets broken open today. Okay, good. So we'll hope for the best. We'll see how that happens. Well, thank you, Hillness. Hooray to the winners. 47 months. Wow. Thank you, dude. Almost 4 years. God, have I been affiliated for 4 years? That's crazy. Thank you so much, Hillness. I appreciate it, dude. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I'm excited, folks. Later tonight we got Community D&D, and of course we got stuff going on the rest of the week, but I wanted to come on here and share this with all of you, even though right now all you're looking at is me talking, and I'm also listening to them talk about these people. We've got the IBPA CEO, the IBPA COO, the IBPA Director of Marketing and Programming, the IBPA Member Liaison, the IBPA Administrative Assistant, the IBPA Graphic Design, and then we have categories. Yeah, thank you, dude. I appreciate that, man, very much. It says we're quite remarkable that we've made it to this stage. "55 categories in the IBPA. And I'm going to post this up here. What's up, Geester? Okay, there you go. That's the link, folks, if you want to see what's going on with this right now. I would restream it if I could, but I can't. Well, actually, they never told me, but I'm suspecting I can't, so I don't want to take any chances and get in trouble. So instead, I'm going to be doing the play-by-play here. 55 categories, 165 judges for this thing. And one for most of Spec Fic. Thank you, Second OBS. Thank you. Second OBS, I appreciate it. 1,763 entries, they said. It's their 33rd in a row, by the way. 33rd annual, this thing. This is awesome. Books get better and better each year. Especially Icarus. No, I'm kidding. He didn't say that. He just said the books are getting better and better each year. Oh, man. Came back with a book. I came up with this award program back in the early 80s. Yeah. Books celebrating tonight were published in 2020, including ours. Oh man, I got too excited. I'm like trying to take something, move it over there, do the other thing, and I was just like, oh man. I'm a professional speaker. Don't try this at home. Woo! Oh man. Oh, you got a communities challenge. Nice. Ben Franklin looks like Weird Al. So they want to make this thing as interactive as possible, they said. Oh, we got a social media contest. Hold on. Oh. One person's going to win a prize. Post to social media using hashtag IBPA Benz. He's monitoring Twitter. Oh, really? Oh my God, what did I just do? Okay. All right, so I have to... All right, I got it. You're not submitting a photo? I don't know how exciting this is going to be, but... Oh, actually, I know what to do. Okay. So I can do this and this. Like, interactive and fun they want. Interactive and fun? All right, let's see. All right, here we go. And screenshot clipping tool. Okay. Oh, shoot. Okay, wait. Let's try it again. Got it. All right. Okay. Yeah, there's second finalist. Well, listen, because Athos is obviously the best. I mean, I think that's pretty clear. Okay, so save this as let's see, BPA pick. Okay, here we go. Now, can I post this before they get to my section? Before they get to us? Okay. By the wonderful folks. All right, I'm going to post something at P. Me watching this with my fans and viewers. Now they're ready to start. Hang on a second here. Okay, so. All right, what did they say? Hashtag IBPA Benz. I got it. All right, chat. I'm gonna put this out there, and then you guys can retweet it when you see it. You folks can retweet it. And here we go. Tweeted. All right, so they're into small format fiction. Life and Other Shortcomings by She Writes Press. Lyrics for Rock Stars by V Press LC. And Philurus College Blues, a novel by Kohler Books, or Kohler Books, I guess. And there's the video. Recognizing excellence in book editorial and design. Thank you, Mrs. Dunsel. We've got a bunch of stuff going on tonight, chat. We got a community challenge. We got this going on with a repost. Already retweeted. Thank you, Echo. Okay. Make sure I did that right. Yeah. Oh, this is the videos that we did. Now, you folks are you'll have a chance to see this when it goes live at 6 p.m. Pacific, they said. I think they said 6 p.m. Pacific. I believe they said at 6 p.m. Pacific. Yeah, so 9 p.m. Eastern. They'll have the videos that announce the category winners, and you'll have a chance to see that EDE Bell and I recorded a video for this sometime, I guess like a month and a half ago, right? I want to say, Garlic Tofu, where we had a chance to do our little take, and we were fairly proud of it, so. Thanks, Echo. But I think it was like 6 weeks ago. You'll be doing something more important. Yes, well, actually, that's true. We should be good at that point. So yeah. So now the video for that, they're going through all the small format fiction. Oh man. Okay, that's fine, Garlic Tofu. We got a lot going on there. Hopefully they're gonna be pulling the social media up in just a moment. We'll see where that mattered. All right, now the small format nonfiction. Dwell from Dexterity, Humankind from Lifetree Media, and a book called Stupid Black Girl from Street Noise Books. All right. So this is by Street Noise Books. I got my books down here ready for the luck, folks. The winner is Recognizing Excellence. Category, small format nonfiction. There are the finalists, yes. Okay, and the winner is... The gold winner is Stupid Black Girl. All right. Street Noise Books. That is a good cover, actually. That's a good cover. So this is all like the cover design. I've never been in a situation where I've actually been, I've definitely waited. I've been at debate tournaments where I've been waiting for them to announce the top speakers, the top teams and all that. I've never been in a scenario actually where I was waiting like in an awards ceremony for like to get through some of the categories, which are really important. Believe me, the cover design and this stuff is extremely important, but it's one of those ones where I'm like, how far away are they from the part where they get to, in quotes, our category, right? It's a funny experience. All right, they have a bunch of people doing this clapping. I don't... Hey, what's up, Turbo Tango? Yeah, I can imagine, right? Oh, and then they got to the other two. Okay. I was confused about that for a minute because I was like, wait, what? But now they're showing the people who finished, who were the two silver medalists in that category. Because the thing is, what they did for us is they had us record videos that were thankful in general. We're sort of talking about in general for being named finalists, but they didn't specify your gold or silver medal. So I have no idea. Athos has no idea who's the winner tonight and who isn't. We're finding out along with all of you in real time. We only know that we're a silver medalist here, so we'll see how the rest of it goes. Yes, our pretty faces will be shown no matter what. Yes, that is quite true. These covers that I'm looking at here are all good, but I'm actually, what I might do, you know what I might do to make it a little bit easier so people can see what we're looking at, is look at these different categories. So let me see if I can find, let's see. Yeah, here we go. Okay. All right, so let's see. They said, okay, here comes the social media guy telling us what's happened. Someone put up the Benjamin Franklin pop icon, like bobblehead, whatever the hell it is thing. That's pretty cute. Oh, there's us. Very cool. So we got on there. Haha. Nice work, everybody. Listen, I mean, look, raccoons drinking cider by a pool, which is the next one. That's one thing. But I did it all with one of you. So that's cool. Good work, everyone. We made it in there already. Then there's a picture of champagne with two glasses. See, I didn't want to be, I feel like that's hubris, right? Like if I start pouring out the Virgils right now, I'm calling down the God's vengeance upon my head. You know what I'm saying? So good work, Echo. Well, time to relax. Thank you all for the social media assist, everyone. uh, all right, so that's good. Three to pick from at the end of the night. We'll see if the pool raccoons pull it out, you know? Yeah, I know. It's all right. I didn't know they were doing that. All right, so now they're in cover design large format. So now what we're looking at, chat, is this right here. All right, so grouse and woodcock. So you can click on that and see, chat, which do you think should be the gold medal winner in this group? What's the best cover out of those three? What do you think? Ironically, note what my dinner is right now, chat. I'm just going to eat some salmon while I'm watching a book about salmon. I'm just saying. Yeah, the salmon one. I agree. Should be the salmon one. And the gold winner is salmon. Yeah. It was a delicious award. And it's not because I had salmon. There's no angel food cake. So now this is interesting. They did this differently. So they have the silver winner speeches. Oh wow, Gregory Smith of Gregory Smith Design said designer of this gorgeous book. I'm like, wow. I mean, hello, I'm Gregory Wilson, the author of this spectacularly awesome book. I mean, Trials of Fire, Overland party-based tactical RPG, but also deck building. No, I haven't even heard of that. To be honest with you, Turbo Tango, I got to check that out. Grouse and Woodcock. Well, that was one of the silver medalists. The guy's talking about that right now. No, I haven't heard of that one, Mike. That's a new one on me. That sounds cool. I will note it. If you didn't get a chance to send in an acceptance speech video, come to the after party. You'll get 60 seconds to do a live. What? We could have done this live? Yeah, that's cool. I'm going to check that out. Oh, that's neat. That's neat. It sounds really familiar to me now that you mention it. It sounds really familiar. Yeah. All right. So we got that. Yeah, that salmon cover is a good cover. It's possible because it sounds really familiar to me. I don't think I actually played it though. So they're talking a lot about Ingram Spark and Lightning Source and all this stuff, which is interesting because Ingram obviously a big distribution group. So, which I know not only Garlic Tofu and Ballsteg are familiar with, but of course Turbo Tango would be familiar with, intimately familiar with. Turbo Tango, of course, who of course co-hosts with Brandon O'Brien, Rising Tides, and myself, Speculate, but also is a longtime expert on all things publishing in both independent, traditional, all kinds of hybrid. The hybrid of all hybrids, right there. All right, so now they're into interior design, the interior design finalists. So here are the interior designs. All right, there you go, chat. So this is interior design. So what do you think? Let's who's going to win this one? Of course, the problem is we don't actually know what the interior design is. I'm going to guess it's Wine in the White House, a history. I have no idea why. I'm just going to. Well, Chris is awesome, so that doesn't surprise me. Ooh, is there a... There's a bookshop link. Ooh, that's cool. Is there a bookshop? I'm looking right now. Bookshop link. Oh, they have a bookshop link for... I knew that they were going to be doing that, but... Hey, we're not on there. Did you see that? Ballsteg and Garlic Tofu? They don't have us in the list. They don't have us in the book list. On the bookshop. They have the other two finalists, but not us. What the heck, man? I wonder if that's because, I don't know what that would be. Oh, that's only for Ingram POD. Oh, clever, clever. I see. I did not realize that. Okay. Well, that's kind of, okay. That's lame on their part. Not lame, I shouldn't say that. I understand because of Ingram's connection they have to do that, but Ingram POD did not work for our brilliant colors. That's right. We need it. Listen. To get this. To get that, okay? Like look, right there. Right there. That's the stuff. We needed the right kind. I don't think we actually I didn't actually see which one won. I didn't see which one actually won. Okay. They're doing more with these extra. Okay, so the next social media post they have a puffin in front of a computer screen. They have a cat staring at a glass of champagne, which will probably win because there's a cat in it. So because of that, that will probably auto win. A cat drinking wine. Yeah, that will automatically win. Cat will win. What's up, Nonstop? Hello, everybody. For those of you coming in and wondering what's going on, we are watching live the IBPA Independent Book Awards to see whether this book, Icarus right here, whether this is going to win gold medal in the graphic novel category. And we don't know yet, and I can't restream it. I don't think I'm allowed to. So I'm just here streaming my reaction to it. We're joined by the Athos Arts folks, of course, from this as well. Okay, now general fiction. Now we're getting into it. I can give you as much of a link as I have. I can only do like the category one at a time. Cute animals are better than people. Fair enough. So this is still so book editorial and design. So this is category general fiction. So let's see. I'm going to predict it's going to be I'm going to predict Treasure of the Blue Whale. Nope. The gold winner is Valiant Savage, a Peter Savage novel from Light Messages Publishing. All right. So the description of the book is when a routine demonstration of Peter Savage's cutting-edge weapon turns deadly and his friend James Nicolau is framed for murder, Peter finds himself in a race against time to save his friend and avert a political coup, the likes of which haven't been witnessed since the Lincoln assassination plot. All right. There we go. Yep. I like spy books too. Ugh, chair is giving me a hard time today. It's for you that I write these stories, he says. All right, congratulations to him. And then the silver winner speeches are for Treasure the Blue Whale and The Moon Always Rising. All right, this is pretty cool. Wish I could see... I wish I could see how many people are in this as attendees. I can't tell right now. Like I can see that there are a number of attendees, but I can't see how many there are. So I don't know. We'll find out, I guess. I mean, we'll later on. $509 people registered. Yeah. That's what I figured. Wow, this guy has got a light panel for days. Either that's showing a window to his outside or he has got a light panel like the entire size of my shelves. He's just like, "Welcome." Like, wow. That is a lot of light. Oh, it's the same, Garlic. I again, I want to thank so much Garlic Tofu and Ballstag and Athos for just seeing this through. Athos Arts, I have a lot of respect for as a press, having seen some of the inner workings of it, and I know how hard they work. And it's, that book is, as you know, book's been through a lot, and I'm so grateful that we managed to connect and managed to produce this work, and that you folks have been such a wonderful place for it to be, such a great destination for it to end up. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Geester. We will see what's up. Right, so that was general. All right, let's see. I'll have to check chat too. All right. Okay, next up is historical fiction. All right. Yeah, historical fiction. So it looks like we got 3 here. Copy Boy, a novel that's set in Depression era San Francisco. Freedom Dues, a novel. 2 indentured servants fall in love. And It Happened in Silence, a novel. I'm going to predict Freedom Dues, a novel, mostly because I love that cover. The cover's pretty awesome. All right, let's see what happens. All right, so here we go. Yeah, I'm guessing it's Freedom Dues. I have no idea why. I think it looks. I like the description of it, and the cover is pretty awesome. Not having read it, I have no clue, of course. All right, here we go. The winner is. The gold winner is Freedom Dues. Called it. Called it. Freedom Dues. I had a feeling. Totally judging books by their covers. Yes. Yes. Quite right. Quite right. That's quite right, Echo. This is nice. So this person said, the author said that she was in tears when she thought she had bitten off more than she could chew, and she's so grateful that she managed to come through. That's nice. These people all seem really pumped up. And it's from Spinning a Yarn Press, which is a solid indie winner. And then we've got Copy Boy and It Happened in Silence, a novel. Wow, this woman's first novel, Copy Boy, came out as she's 59. That was her debut novel, was 59. She said she felt like it was too late for her to do this, but she just stuck with it. That's awesome. That's cool. Yeah, they do. Wind Coast, though. Not Wind Crest, Wind Coast. But that's not a bad idea, Echo. I'd have to think about that. Yeah, that's cool. I think that's neat that she was that way. All right, and then Carla J. All right, so this was self-published. Yeah, no, that's fine. True. Those are true. That's true statements. Those are true statements. Yes. It's a good point, Echo. All right. That's cool. Good stuff. Good stuff. All right. All right. They all keep doing this thing. The applause thing. All right. Now we're going to get a chance to see. One more category. Here we go. Fiction horror. My top group. I can't wait to find out the horror publisher. All right, here's what we got, chat. Confessions of a Gentleman Killer, a novel. The Nosferatu Conspiracy, Book 1, The Sleepwalker, and Roseneath. So Roseneath has the best cover, but I got to be honest, the Nosferatu Conspiracy Book 1, The Sleepwalker, that's got it going on right there. I mean, what's bad about that? Confessions of a Gentleman Killer. It could be. I'm gonna guess it's the Nosferatu Conspiracy Book 1, The Sleepwalker. Oh, the only problem is there's too many titles. The Nosferatu Conspiracy Book 1, The Sleepwalker. And it's from KD12 Press. All right, let's see. And the gold winner is... Nope, Echo was right. Confessions of a Gentleman Killer. Confessions of a Gentleman Killer wins. Blacklight Press, a City of Light imprint. So this guy is talking about his era and the stuff that he did. Oh, wow. Really, Echo? That's awesome. I like that cover, though, on Roseneath. I'm curious what Ballsteg thinks about this. Ballsteg and Edie, but Ballsteg as a cover, as a design guru. I'm curious what you think about that Roseneath cover. I like it because the cover basically looks like a gate that would be closed to this mansion. Oh, this dude... Oh my God, the Nosferatu Conspiracy dude is standing in front of, I kid you not, the Shadowrun. I swear to God, it looks like Shadowrun. He's standing in front of his window that's got like the city, wherever he is, like the city behind him. It freaking looks like Shadowrun behind him. It's a salt. You like it, garlic tofu? That's fair. That's fair. Swear to God, it looks like the dude is just standing there. He's talking about it. And he's even dressed in all black. He's got the full thing. No red sky. No, there's no red sky. I can't even tell where that city is, but... All right. So that was good. It might be LA. I don't know, though. Oh, my goodness. And then the Roseneath person is wearing the straight Victorian collared, like, lace, the whole bit with the glasses. Like, oh, man. Very, very nice. Got the background going on. This is very, like, Victorian horror setup. I love it. I love it. That's good stuff. No pocket watch. Well, I can't tell. It doesn't say, no, not on the guy there. He was just wearing a black shirt, like looking very, like I say, Shadowrunny, you know. The person who wrote Roseneath, though, is totally coming with it with the Victorian look. What? I think she just thanked her husband for buying her a haunted house to create in. It's not bad. I had a house that was built for Icarus. Yeah. All right. Here we go. Here we go. All right. All right, so more social media posts here. Too much glow in the title. Yeah. All right, we have a bear looking at a book. Yeah, but look, if I wanted to put... All right, look, I could have put this in front of Gandalf, all right? I could have put Gandalf in front of Icarus. I had 3 seconds to think about this. I didn't know they were going to do it. We have no shot, Chad, at winning this award when you have, like, the raccoons and the cat drinking wine and the bear looking at the book. Oh, this dude, you could do 2 of them? This dude just did another one, except now instead of just the puffin in front of his screen, it's the puffin and a dog in front of the screen. And we have more raccoons. Okay, these people obviously set this up ahead of time. We have multiple chained tweets that are all part of it. You know what? Listen, I can't hang with this marketing campaign. That's really funny. I needed a rig plushie. Yeah. Yeah. I'm all like being like, oh, look at this. And they're all like, really? How about a plushie? I'm like, I should have brought Gandalf over. Yeah, steal some stuffed animals. Oh, yes. And thank you. There is a community challenge going on right now. Please consider boosting it if you folks have extra channel points. Thank you. I'm not able to see that because I'm trying to coordinate 3 things at once while live stream tweet reacting to this. So, all right, what do we got? What do we got? Design fiction is doing better than the other ones did. Okay. All right, now we got fiction, mystery, and thriller. Okay, if they're doing this in order, then it means it's 4 more categories before they get to us. So here we go. Winners. So fiction, mystery, and thriller. Echo. All right, so we got A Child Lost, a Henrietta and Inspector Howard novel, Hanging Falls, a Timber Creek canine mystery, and Things to Do When You'd Rather Be Dead is a dark humor mystery. I'm gonna say Hanging Falls because there's a dog in it. I'm gonna assume Hanging Falls. That's the horse I'm backing or the dog I'm backing. Yeah. I agree. Let's see who wins. All right, the gold medal winner is, wait for it, A Child Lost. It's the 5th book of the series too. Yeah, book 5. Wow, that's impressive. Like a series that has that many books that picks up a win in the middle of the series that says something quite a bit, I think, about the way the whole thing operates. So, good stuff. Oh yeah. Yeah, I don't know that I would. I'm not sure that I'd want to go. This is just me. The search for a mother of an immigrant child mistakenly admitted to a notorious Chicago insane asylum after experiencing epileptic fits is definitely not a feel-good story, but it sounds like it could be quite compelling. So, just might be something I would have to be really ready for. So, yeah, a couple of people are talking about that a book 5 in a series can win and win gold. Yeah, it's fair enough. All right, now The Hanging Falls, silver medalist. Looks like they did not send in a video. And Madison Press, Things to Do When You'd Rather Be Dead, also did not send in a video. Ha! We send in our videos. Yeah. All right, so that's that. So if I'm right, the next one they're going to do is going to be romance. She's actually in the room. She's actually attending the ceremony, which makes sense. Yep, so here's romance. So I'm going to guess out of this list. Oh, all right. So we have a queer romance in here too. Flower of Iowa. I actually think I might go with that because it's got France 1918 going. Although the Pearl is cool too. Looks like there's some that almost have some humor to it. I'm going to say Flower of Iowa. Although that name Charming Falls Apart is cute. I'm going to guess Flower of Iowa. You think so? All right. We're going to see if that's the case. So here we go. And the winner is Flower of Iowa. I had a feeling. From Distant Mirror Press. That's a good name for a press. Distant Mirror. This guy speaking sounds exactly like one of my colleagues in my department. That's so funny, in my academic department. Seems like a nice guy. I've just never. Wow, that's really cool. That's really cool. Very cool. Chuck Tingle. Oh man. All right, so Flower of Iowa 1. You know what Garlic Tofu said about these people having a lot more money is really funny, because it's true. A lot of these things are just like, check out my vases and gold windows and stuff. Like, there's some nice backgrounds that people have here. Some nice backgrounds. Okay. So she's excited to put the shiny metal on the cover of the book. So am I excited to put the shiny metal, whether silver or gold, on the cover, though I hope it is gold. We eat free school food. Yeah, like... Check out my shelves I bought at Home Depot. Right. That's literally true. Oh, man. So we've got the publisher and the author that are both here talking to things. He reminds me a little bit of somebody. I don't know who. Okay. All right, so that's romance, which means we're 3 categories away, chat. Next one is fiction, science fiction, and fantasy. Ha! Who writes science fiction and fantasy? Good God. Let's get some serious categories in. Just kidding. Anybody who came over would be like, how dare you? I'll be like, you got to look at my book list, my guy. I'm in the manga genre. They're doing a pretty good job with this program, though, I have to say. It's pretty snappy. It has, like, obviously for a virtual program, there's only so much that you can do, but I think they've done pretty well in reflecting a general sense of that these are people that love books, that they're excited that these people are getting it. So good for them. I feel like they've done a pretty good job of this so far. All right, so here we go, chat. Here are the 3 finalists. We've got Echoes of Darkness, Book 2 in the Echoes trilogy from Sonar Press. Hillgrath by Mary Elizabeth Ames, Kohler Books, and Leviathan, Book 1 of the Antediluvian Legacy. I'll tell you right now, Hillgrath is an awesome looking cover. That's a great cover. It's a great art anyway from Hillgrath. So I'm going to predict it's Hillgrath. It's got a dragon. And there's like a wolf and it's got a bunch of animals. All right, sounds good. Thanks, Turbo Tango. And the winner is... Oh, Leviathan is the winner. All right. Book 1 of the Antediluvian Legacy. All right. I feel like I've heard of Brown Books is pretty well known, though. No, it was not Echoes of Darkness. But that was you picked that Echo. You picked Echoes of Darkness, Echo, for particular reasons. Sonar Press with Echoes of Darkness. The Hillgrath cover is awesome. Yeah. I'm going to have to type in chat as well when we get to that. I didn't say that. Okay. All right, that means 2 categories. Gift book. I do have a speech. I have a speech ready that you're going to be seeing. We already recorded it nonstop. Oh, we have another social media thing, and then presumably they'll do the next 2 categories, which will lead to us. Graphic novel will be up next. Yeah, we already did the video. We only knew that we were that we were finalists. We didn't know if we were gold or silver yet. So, okay, this guy with the toucan has now added a dolphin. So we've got a toucan, a puffin, I should say, a dolphin, and a dog. So this guy is going full gore. He's just like, I'm determined to get this in there. I would think so, Triffid, yeah. Garlic, what do you mean you didn't say what? That they're totally better than Lord's Dome? Do you mean Midwest Book Award nominated finalist Lord's Dome, Garlic Tofu? Is that what you mean? I want to make sure we're talking about the same book. Oh, they see the link for graphic novel finalists. Might be the next one. Graphic novel, here we go. Here we go. 3 finalists. Dead Max Comics from Richard Press. Icarus from Athos Arts. The Saga of Evil Monkey Man from Monarch Comics, LLC. All right. All right, let's see. I got all this stuff. All right. Let's see what happens. Books published in 2020. Category, graphic novel. Finalists, yes. Red Chair Press, Icarus, Athos Arts, Evil Monkey Man, yep. And the gold winner is... Dead Max Comics, The Deadening. Well, shucks. I mean, congratulations to Dead Max guy. Icarus did not win. It was a silver medalist. Dead Max Comics, The Deadening ended up winning. Well, thank you, Garlic Tofu. Well, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate it. That's cool. He's talking about this. This guy seems like a good guy, so that's cool. I appreciate that. That's fine. This guy had Dead Max stuff all over his room, too, as he's talking about Dead Max. He had it all over the place. All right, the silver winner speeches. Where's us? Where's us? There's us. Thanks, Ballsteg. This is me doing my speech, whatever, and Emily doing her speech. All right. There we go. I'm proud of our video. That's what I know, garlic tofu. Our video is gold in my book. Oh, I see, Triffid. Oh, we got called out for being creative in our video. We called out for being creative in our video. We win most creative 60-second speech video. All right. Well, we're a silver medalist. I'm still very happy about that. That's obviously awesome. So silver medalist, and so yeah, and we look, the Dead Max Comics book 1, The Deadening, seems like a good guy. So that's cool. So we won the silver medal. That's what matters. This and this are silver medal winners. It's official. We know that they're medal winners, and that's what matters. So, well, I mean, listen, the Prez just complimented your speech. I saw that. I'm glad that our speech collectively was doing that. Oh wait, what do you mean? Complimented my speech for what was this? I missed that. I know that I was just noticing the fact that she was like happy for our creativity. But all right, they've got a couple more categories. All right, they've got a couple more categories. Oh, that was it. Okay, good. I wanted to make sure I hadn't missed anything. So, all right, so cool stuff. So now they've got audiobook fiction. They actually have this same thing that was up for fiction category. A Child Lost is also up for audiobook. And the gold winner is Maggie of Berry Down. See, once we get Grayshade in there, what I want to have happen actually is we submit Grayshade, right? Submit it to this for an award, and then we do the audiobook, and we submit Trend's audiobook. That's what we need to do. So we just sweep the categories. Very cool. All right, they have 2 more categories after this, and then they're done. So we will be finished well in time. We will be done well in time for the the comic, the novelization, the recording, the game. That's right. We'll be done well in time for Community D&D tonight. So, but that's cool. I'm looking to see. Yeah, no, that's right. And, look, we have, obviously, there's 2, Lord's Dome and Icarus again in the Midwest Book Awards next month. So that's coming up. And who knows what else happens down the line. But look, it's a silver medal winner. And that's pretty awesome. Like I'm pretty excited about that regardless of the rest of it. So. Well, thank you, Garlic, and thank you for making Grayshade even better because your edits had a significant effect. In fact, chat, Garlic Tofu's were great all the way around, but had one in particular really significant effect, which I think is really going to help the book out as a whole. And when I get the edits back from John and work through those, John Helfers, then the book that we produce will be pretty awesome. So we will see. Yeah, absolutely. 1,700 plus entries. No, I'm very, very pleased about that. And I'm excited that it started to get some awards attention, and that obviously is great. So it's gonna be cool. And at Three Rivers Comic Con, I'm gonna be talking up the silver medal thing like no one's business. I'm gonna be like, yes, silver. Who wants gold? Silver's better than gold. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah. So yeah, you can enter subsequent books in the series, DeBerg. Yes, Geister, for some reason I didn't know that you're going to be near there. Yes, I'm going to be at Three Rivers Comic Con. I'm going to be there not this week, but this weekend, but the next weekend. I'm going to be there with Little Arv. It's all being conducted outside. In fact, let me put that down there. Hold on a second. Let me find it. Oh, more pictures of drinks. Okay, here we go. Yeah, you'll have to stop by. There we go, Three Rivers Comic Con. And when you stop by, you'll definitely have to stop by. You'll have to say hello. And you'll, in fact, I need to make sure that I contact. All right. So yeah, you're going to have to definitely, if you're able to stop by, it's going to be held on Saturday and Sunday, all outdoors, all socially distanced and masked. I'm already fully vaccinated. And I didn't mention this, chat. Little Arv has got her first vaccination appointment for this Friday because in the States, the Pfizer was just approved for an emergency use authorization for 12 to 15-year-olds. So Little Arv is getting her first shot this Friday, and she's going to have her second shot in 3 weeks and 3 weeks before she goes to camp. So she is good. She is going to be good to go. So that means everyone in the house is going to be vaccinated except for Mini Arv, who is not yet 5 and can't yet be vaccinated. Hopefully by the end of the year. So it's where they hold the Irish Fest there. Definitely, Geister. You can get it signed and you can get a silver medal on it. I'm going to see if I have one of those silver medal stickers that I can put those on there. So yeah. So definitely anyone who's in the area would love to see people stop by for sure. I'm going to announce too. I'm going to tweet out. All right. Oh, I'm looking at all these sort of links for all this stuff. Thank you, everyone who retweeted this. That's very lovely of you. Thank you. Thank you to everyone who did that. That was very nice of you. Okay. All right, Red Share Press. Okay, so at Red Share Press. Congratulations to at Share Press and what was his name? Shoot, I have to find the guy's Twitter name. Okay, let's see. Thank you to Athos for that. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's see. I'm trying to find where the heck the Twitter is of this guy. I want to find so I can congratulate this guy. Let's see. Okay, Dead Max Comics. Dana Sullivan. All right. And for winning the gold medal, category Franklin Awards. Okay, there we go. Hey, what's up, Shadowed? Tier 3 sub. Thank you, Mirinda. Yes, we made silver. We did not win. We came in, we were the silver medalist. But listen, Silver medal is awesome. I am not going to complain about that. Thank you so much, Shattered, for the tier 3 sub. That's really nice of you. Thanks, dude. All right, let's see. Okay, and okay. Okay, Achla Fabio. Thanks again to them. Thanks again to and Kalis Tobo for making. Let's get to Hearts, Achla Fabio, Carrot and Kalis Tobo. Achla Keith for all I hoped on the team. And tweet. Okay, I tweeted out my stuff. Silver is still good and still award winning. Thank you, Miranda. Thank you. What's up, Lone Wolf? In pain. How you doing, man? This thing is almost over. The final category is what they're doing right now. The 500 first will be in a couple Trek crew. That's true. You could bring the kids. Bring the kids, Geisner. Bring the kids, hang out. Just when you come up and say hi, make sure that you let me know who you are on Twitch. Because what happens is people come up and they're like, my name is blah, blah, blah. And then I do want to know your real name if you're comfortable telling me. But like they tell me blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, hi. And then they're like, I'm so-and-so on Twitch. I'm like, oh. So just make sure you do that. My name is Slim Shady. Oh, man. So, yes. I'll make up a name. You're going to confuse me. You'll make up a name and then make up another name, and I'll be like, what are you talking about? Okay. 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 So they're on this last one. They called me Tim. I can't keep a straight face. It's true. Well, like, just there were different people that I was like, they were like, I was so and so, and I'm like, and I felt bad because I'm like, do I know who you are? And they were like, yeah, I'm this person. And of course, the minute they mentioned the truth, I'm like, oh, you're this person. It's good to see you. And then of course, and people who are not on Twitch don't know what I'm talking about. I'm like, you're this person. You're blah blah blah, and they're like, what? They don't, because they don't get the whole thing. So they called me Tim. No, I know the Tim part. Community D&D tonight is canceled? Oh, really? Oh, shoot. That's a That's a shame, really? Oh. That's too bad. Yeah. Shadow's migraine. All right, looks like we're almost done. I hate doing this thing. Okay, let me pull that off the list then. Well, what I might do... What I might do is I might see about going a little longer then, although I haven't eaten. What I might do is I might eat and then... I don't know. I'll have to think about that because I have stuff I have to get done tonight too. I hate to do that because... oh, no, it's not your fault, dude. Migraine, no fun. I get it. Sorry, man. We could try to maybe reschedule for next week. Possibly next Wednesday. If you like, we could definitely do that for maybe next week, possibly. All right. Gonna pop up these. I mean, I don't have anything scheduled for tomorrow. I am going to be using my Zoom tomorrow, but that doesn't matter because Shoutout has his own Zoom that he uses. So, yeah, for sure. I would love to see you get sessions in as well. So play that by ear. Shoutout can let me know in Discord. Tomorrow is open. So Friday and Saturday and Sunday are all spoken for at the moment. But Thursday is open. So if you want to do tomorrow and next Wednesday, that's cool with me. I mean, that's up to what you and the players and you think. So it's up to you. Just let me know if you want to do it at the same time, like at 9 p.m., same deal. That's totally fine. Yeah. No, right. You'll need to find out what's going on with Rock God also in Hoodie. For the moment, I'm gonna slide it over to the 13th, which is tomorrow. There's no pressure. I'm just putting it over there as a kind of aspirational like thing. Maybe it'll be fine. So. Ooh, that's nice, that trophy. Okay, sounds good. Feel better, Shadowed. Feel better, man. Okay, they have the top three were the bear, the dude who kept putting like different stuffed animals in front of his screen, and the raccoons. Those are the three finalists for the social media one. Hey, thank you, Uncle Elias. All right, so I have to vote on these. I think I might vote just from the... Oh, Lone Wolf, thank you for the gift sub to Second Obs. I appreciate that. Thank you, Lone Wolf. It's very kind of you. All right, I'm gonna submit. The guy was trying really hard. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And we're very close. We're very close to Dad and Two Sons, the winning picture. Okay. These spells take so much, lol. Thank you, thank you. So we're actually almost at the I'm not going to stay on much longer with I'm not going to continue with this much longer. Um this is going to be the last bit before they close down. This was the way that I always felt about playing shows as well with my band. If I went and I was on like the first or the second band, it's very bad form to leave and go home, like bail out and take all your fans with you before the third and the fourth bands play. Like if you're playing a night, you got to play the night. So the bear one, I guess it's fine. But the bear one. But it's just bad form. If you're here and you play a show and you're there like at the 9 o'clock slot, don't leave before 10 and 11 play. Now, if it goes like at least for the band after if it's going until like 2 in the morning, you don't have to stay for all of that. But if you're on, I used to hate it when I would be on for like our band would be on for like a 10 o'clock show. We'd have someone would come in at 9 o'clock and then would take their people out like the dot of 9:59. They'd be out of there, and I'm like, come on, man. So, are we close on the stream challenge? Where are we on the stream challenge right now? I wonder if we get statistics. 84%. Yay. Yeah, the fans usually do, Miranda. That's the problem. Do we ever get Ballsteg or garlic tofu? Do we? Yes, I saw it. Do we ever get the breakdown like in the Hugo Awards, the breakdown of how many people voted, like how many people voted for what? Does that ever happen? Nah, but if you're in a small club and if you're doing like if you're sort of like you rely on other people, you ought to at least stick around for the next band because it's not like it costs more money. If you've got four bands playing a night and you've got the second band in there as the band that played, you should stick around at least for the third band because like it's not like you're gonna like get home any earlier. I don't know. That's the thing. 4,000 points away, 2 max donations. Oh, we're close. All right, we do get the scores. All right. Okay. Oh, you get the raw scores, but not the vote tallies. Oh, interesting. All right. There we go. Okay. All right. So, that was it. Yeah, by that one judge. Yeah. Well, we'll see. I mean, listen, I I'm very proud of this book. I'm proud of this book. I'm proud of the work we put into it. I think I worked very hard on the story aspect of it. I think that all of the people involved were great on it, and I just think the art speaks for itself. I think the art speaks for itself. I think it doesn't get much better, I think, than what you see in this book. And I am proud not only to have written it, I'm also proud to have been published by Athos Arts. And when I see work like that, when I see art like that, I know the quality of the book that we have. So and it may very well be that combined, the people felt that the Deadening one had a story that they appreciated and what, I mean, that's cool. But I mean, I know how good this work is and I know that it measures up to the stuff that I see out there, not just from independent presses, but from all presses, that this sort of thing, this is at the level of anything you're going to see from the top presses, straight up. And that's why Athos is a top press, I think. It's a small press, but it's a top press, and I'm really impressed with that too. And so, listen, I'm you know, and I'm also I have to say too, the second thing I wanted to say about it was, I'm really not getting the gold medal, whatever. I mean, that would have been great, but the silver medal, to me, being a finalist that enters that category is a very big deal for me, because it feels like it's something where others noticed the quality of the work beyond just me and the team, right? Like, obviously the artist and the lettering and layout people and the script writer and, of course, Emily and Chris, they all believed in this project and they all believed in this book. But it was really nice to see other work that was part of that list, and to see other people recognizing the value of that work. And that, that was the thing that was most exciting for me. So I'm really, really happy about that. And yes, you should, that is a good point. We do have Athos up there. We do have Athos. And I think right now we actually have the Spec-Fic book box up there, which is probably out of date. We have to change that, I think. I think it's like that. No, it may just be Athos. So I've got to make sure that I switch that up there as well. But Athos really does produce very good stuff. Like, I mean, and I'm obviously biased because they publish some of my work, but I mean, I've seen a lot of the work that they do, and it's very good work. And so I could not be prouder to be a part of that group and to be a part of what they've done. And, yeah, and I'm excited that Gray Shade is coming out with them, and I'm very excited to see how we do with the Midwest Book Awards next month. I'm excited about that also. So we will find out next month what the deal is with that. So, all right, before we wrap up here, let me just double check quickly and see how we're doing on this channel thing. Give me one sec here. Okay, 84% raised. So the thing about this is that 2 days left. So that means that it'll still be running on Friday. I wonder, is that what that means? Rebel Crown, yeah, it's not D&D, but it's a tabletop role-playing game. Yeah, it is. I think it's powered by the Apocalypse based, but it is its own game. That I play along with Brandon O'Brien, with Dongwon Song and Alex Axe, and Mike Underwood, Turbo Tango, is the GM for that. And that actually has been a lot of fun. The last session of that was really great. It was pretty intense, actually. So that's going to be happening on Friday. So that'll be good. How they counted Jason this morning. Yeah, well, because one of the things I was thinking about was, I was like, do I stay on now and stream a little more, or do I... and then try to get the boost now, or do I not, because I don't want necessarily people to be like, let's boost it, and then I immediately turn off. So we'll see. If Thursday, if you folks are going to end up deciding, and of course you don't know yet, but if you end up deciding that you're going to be doing Thursday night, then that'll be fine. Yeah, I think as much as I would like to, I'm really debating right now about 3 options. I'm debating about whether to try to stream Legacy of Dragonholt. Yeah. I was thinking about Legacy of Dragonholt. I was thinking about streaming some Neverwinter Nights 2. But the problem is I haven't eaten yet. And I really do have some writing and some work I was going to do tonight while Community D&D was going on. So yeah. So I think what I'm probably going to do is I'm probably going to call it for this evening. I am tempted, but I really want to make sure, given how much we're going to, the big stuff that's going to be happening this month, given how exciting that's going to be, it would be pretty wild. So, yeah, exactly, Trippin. So I want to make sure, I think Miranda's right, that you want to be able to stream when you're at your best. I mean, I'm certainly in a fine enough mood. I'm sure I could do fine, but yeah, I think that's better, because I'd have to change things around. I'd have to explain it. Yeah. So I don't think I'm going to do that. So I think instead what I'm going to do is I'm going to thank everyone here who came by. I really do want to say it means a lot to me, everybody. You know, we ended up with about 25, 26 people in here at one point that were coming in on a Wednesday. I do need to eat, yes. Coming in on a Wednesday when I don't usually stream without I put the tags as just like it was an award-winning thing. I didn't do any of my usual intros and all that stuff because it was just me kind of reacting to what was happening in the category. And I'm really grateful that people were able to do that. And I have been streaming, as I said, for 9 years now, right? April 12th of 2012 is when I started. And this has easily been the best thing that I've done for my writing career in terms of promotion and things like that. Not because I intended it to be that, but because it's just sort of organically built up this way. You know, we've been able to create a channel that has created ArvCon, that has raised $15,000 almost for multiple charities. We've built a community of people that have helped each other when they get in trouble, who have been able to, you know, reach out to each other, that are able to hold each other in the light, as the saying goes. And we've been able to do all of that while having a lot of fun with each other and to put forward, I think, what I would like to think is good writing and good fiction and good narrative and good storytelling and good game playing and most of all good community. So I'm really, really grateful that people was able to make it. Oh, we made it? We made the challenge? To figure out how to do channel points? Well, now we hit it. Now we did the thing. And also, what's up, Configuration Queen? So now we did the thing. So I am, you know, I'm enormously grateful for that, and that we had people who became a part of this and kind of boosted this. Now to quit and start the next stream. I know. Oh, it's 98%. Oh man, I don't know whether to. I don't know whether to ask people to wait. See, I don't know whether they should. I don't know whether to wait. Oh man. 500 more points. I don't know whether to ask people to wait or not. I'm not sure what to do. But anyway, let me finish up what I was saying. But I'm really grateful that we have these people that have come together to help us. And, you know, just a measure of the fact that regardless, even if we don't get it tonight, we're going to get it tomorrow or Thursday. We got the blue banner. So we did get it? Did we or didn't we? Yeah, it doesn't actually say it on mine either. We're missing 500 points. Thank you, Rock God. Thank you very much, man. And it's also given me the ability to meet so many wonderful people. It's allowed me to play with so many wonderful players. We now host on this channel. If you combine this with my campaigns over on GOG, we host right as of now, as we speak, on this channel. We have, of course, D&D with Infinity and Beyond. Thank you so much, Rock God. There's the 100%. Yay! There it is. Now we got it. Rock God has done it. The channel boost has happened. So for those of people who are going to be coming in and watching this channel boost, this is good because it gives us a chance to talk a little bit about something important. So I get a chance to talk about ArvCon. We have hit this community challenge 4 out of the 5 times that it was offered to us. We've had the chance to host all these tabletop games. We do D&D with Infinity and Beyond. Thank you, Tabletop Rolls. Welcome, welcome. Now I can starve on screen. D&D with Infinity and Beyond, currently playing Palace of the Red Pasha, soon to be playing Eberron. D&D, Community D&D, Dragon of Icespire Peak with Rock God, Trifid, Emats, with Echo Alpha X5, and with Hoodie, with Shadow Mage as your DM. That is, of course, the second campaign we host on here. Esper Genesis, the space opera campaign, sponsored by Alligator Alley Entertainment. That's the third one that we do. Fourth one that we do every month is Adventures of Middle Earth. So we do 4 on this channel. We also do, oh, wait a second. Suddenly I have dropped frames. I think we're okay. I think we're fine. Sorry about that. So we have 4 campaigns that we do on my channel. Over on GOG, we have 2 now, which is D&D with GOG Storm King's Thunder. That's 5. Then 6 is, and I haven't even gotten to the Speculate stuff and Brandon stuff. And then we have Talisman Adventures. That's 7. And then back here, we have Brandon O'Brien's Sound Clash The Clampdown. That's 8. And we have Speculate, Twitch Speculate joint event of Blades in the Dark, Case the Cindered Seal. That's 9. That's 8. Why am I doing 7? Anyway, that's 8. And then we do the last one is Rebel Crown, which I'm going to be in on Friday with Mike doing the GMing for myself, Dong Wan Song, Alex X, and Brandon O'Brien. And that's the 9th one. So we have 9 different campaigns. Okay, 9 campaigns of tabletop that we host either here or over on GOG. In addition to that, we do the Neverwinter Nights 2 game, which we have been playing through Neverwinter Nights 2 complete. In addition to that, every other month we do D&D with viewers, and the other month we do currently Metroid Prime is the series that we're playing through right now. We do the Patreon Field Chat Chosen Game of the Month. We do Legacy of Dragonholt, which is a collaborative, cooperative game, story-based game. We do the Game Book Illustration streams. We do the Our Vocalists, the voice acting crew, the incredible voice acting crew currently playing Neocab. So we do all of this stuff, and we do impromptu streams like this one. We do all of this stuff here, and I'm just one person. I'm just one guy who started this channel. But all of you who have become a part of this channel, who are part of our over 200 people on Discord, who are part of the over 6,300 followers on Twitch, who are part of the over 771 subscribers on YouTube, all of these people you voted for the best name knowing nothing about those games. That works, CQ. All of those people who are a part of this are just so important to me. And I'm really grateful to the Arvanauts that all of you have been a part of this community and have made it what it is. And I'm excited to see how things go forward. I'm especially excited for ArvCon. And we got other big events coming up. I'm going to try to do a live stream from Three Rivers Comic Con coming up the weekend after this one. Again, ArvCon, the big focal point that we're going to be doing here. And then we've also got next week or next month, we've got the Midwest Book Awards, which we're going to have. We've got other special events that are going to be happening as cons begin to ramp up, not just Three Rivers, but as we look towards Origins, which is going to be happening in the fall. That's going to be a big deal. The Gray Shade Kickstarter, there's going to be a lot of attention paid here. On ArvCon, there's the flashing follow on my Life X bar. On ArvCon, we're even going to have some of the Damon Runyon scientists. It is to benefit the Damon Runyon Cancer Research Foundation, and 3 scientists that are supported by that foundation are going to be part of ArvCon. They're going to be doing an interview with us on Saturday, and then on the Monday of ArvCon, they're going to be participating, playing in a game with Mike Underwood GMing for them. So, it's just very, very special to me that we have this kind of connection, and that's super exciting. I'm really, really happy that we're able to bring this together and have this community that we do. And it's been really healing. It's been a mental health boost to me during a difficult time. A lot of people said when everyone was sent to do stuff remotely, this was March of 2020. I haven't actually been in an in-person classroom since March of 2020. So over a year now, because in the fall, obviously I was doing remote, and then this past spring I've been on sabbatical. And in the fall, my ability to do remote stuff and, the things like having the camera. I didn't have this amazing camera when I was doing remote because I got that after the semester was over, but having like the lighting setup I had, this microphone setup, that light panel over there, all of these different things, the computers, all the stuff that I've gotten has been thanks to the generosity and largesse of the channel and the community. And so it really has made a difference. Also, we bought a PC for Brandon O'Brien. The Rising Tides was able to get a computer because we had enough money in the Patreon raised to make that possible. So that kind of thing is really sort of living out our values, I feel, in the channel. And we're never perfect, mistakes get made, and we have to, be able to make adjustments to things as time goes on. But I'm just so glad that we have so many people who have been longtime viewers and new viewers who become an active part of the community after that. So I do want to I'm going to say this again with ArvCon, so get used to hearing me repeat myself. I'm really, really grateful to all of you for the love and community that you show each other and to me, and I'm super grateful for that. So we didn't win gold, but to my mind, having this and you from a professional point of view, those things are the most valuable thing that I could imagine from a professional point of view, separate from personal stuff like my family and so on. But from a professional point of view, having people like you supporting me and supporting us in this effort is what it's all about. So so I'm thankful and I'm glad, Triffid, that you have. And I'm really grateful to the mods, to Hillness, to Rock God, to Triffid, who make such a big difference in this channel. All of the mods when they're here. I'm really grateful that each one of you brings a unique perspective and a unique quality to modship. And in particular, as far as Triffid, I just want to mention, Triffid's positivity and optimism and generosity here is just so much appreciated. I can't tell you, like, that makes a huge difference. Hillness's calm and his ability to just be like, all right, let's all kind of keep an even keel. And he's done this now for almost 4 years. He was like my second sub, I believe. I want to say Shadowed might have been my first sub, or Dragon Spear might have been, but he was right. Hillness was right there afterwards. So I really appreciate that. And Rock God, who's a really good dude, not only a good mod who understands, he and I have had discussions about the nuances of how to deal with particular issues in chat. But he's a really good dude. This is a guy, Rock God is a guy who I think doesn't get the credit that he deserves as a photographer. I hope that more of that is forthcoming as people see more and more of his work. But he really is a gifted photographer, genuinely. And he's also a good dude. I'm fortunate enough to have been able to meet in person. And of course, I've met Hillness in person as well. And hopefully I'll get a chance to meet Triffid at Worldcon, I hope maybe at the end of the year. But so he's a really good dude. And so I really, I want to highlight him because he's really an awesome guy. So as far as this is concerned, sometimes I say stuff. No, it's more, it's more than that, dude. There's a reason that your photos have been typically the top prize, the top donator prize, because everyone looks at them and is like, holy crap, that's good, because it is really good. You know the drill. Plus he's a really good D&D player. I could go on and on. He knows far too much about 80s hair bands, but no, I appreciate very much, dude, you being a part of this. So yeah, the hardcover. Now this is a limited edition. I actually do have one that I'm going to be selling at Three Rivers Comic-Con, but this is a limited edition, Kickstarter edition. But most of these ones actually are sold out already. Not all of them, but most of them. But I do want to mention that we do have the retail versions of these are coming soon. We have something in the order of like 20 or 25 of the Kickstarter editions left. I'm going to be selling a bunch of those at Three Rivers, I hope. But then after that, we're going to be moving full-time into the retail edition, which is going to be not in hardcover, but the combined Icarus and Jelinek together. It's just going to be called Icarus. That's the retail edition. That's the one that has blurbs. We've got 3 really good blurbs there, one from Mike Underwood, one from Blackgate magazine, which reviewed it. Brandon Crilly, actually, and Blackgate reviewed it and gave us a very nice review. And one from Amal El-Matar, a really good blurb from her too. So we got 3 blurbs. I'm hoping with the silver medal from tonight's ceremony, maybe we get lucky. Maybe we get when we win. We're up against one other in the Midwest Book Awards. Maybe we win the top prize in that as well. I'm hoping with all of that stuff put together that gives us some really good forward momentum. And when you combine that with things like Gray Shade and things coming out, maybe we'll get some really good momentum going forward here. So that's the deal with that. As far as the library is concerned, Tales and Tomes, this is not in customs. It's Tales and Tomes from the Forbidden Library, the physical edition that's been sitting in customs. And boy, I hope it gets out of there soon, because it has been sitting on that dock for 3 weeks, whatever it is. No, 3 weeks. What am I saying? 3 months, over 3 months now. I want to say it's 3.5 months that it's been there. So we just want to get that damn thing out. It's way past time, and we're ready. It's exciting. I can't wait to get a hardcover of that. I would love to be able to bring that to Three Rivers Comic Con. Maybe I'll get lucky and maybe we'll just get a shipment of a bunch of them. Maybe I'll get them on like Thursday, and I'll just get a bunch of those Tales and Tomes and I'll be like, hell yes. But either way, I'm going to be selling a couple of the mythical anthology from Origins from 2 years ago. Obviously, there was no Origins last year. And I'm going to have a bunch of these things to sell. I'll have bookmarks as well to give away, and all that stuff. So, we're going to have a lot that we're going to be able to do as a part of that. With addresses and on their way to backers. That's not, we don't know about that yet, actually, Echo, because the deal is that the company that does the distribution, they have several projects, including ours, that were all part of the same shipment that got caught up in customs, and those people have been screaming bloody murder as well. When they get them, they are going to send them out immediately to all the people they're supposed to send them to, like immediately. It's not their fault either. So, it does does have to go from customs to them. But once it gets to them, it's going to go out within a day. Like, I mean, they're ready, to send the stuff out. But I don't know when it's going to get to them. I don't know when it's going to be shipped out from customs. I don't know. So it's just like, it's crazy talk. If you're worried about the new address situation, don't worry about that, Echo. I think, if it's going, we'll know. Like, if you basically tell me, okay, look, we're moving next week, and the stuff still hasn't gone out yet, then you can easily tell me to correct the address and I'll let them know. So don't worry about that. We'll be able to manage that if we have to. So yeah. So this book means a lot to me, and I'm glad that it's done well. Oh, something else? Okay. Okay. Well, yeah. Well, we can talk more about that as need be. But yeah. So this book we got going on. I'm, as I say, very, very pumped up about that. And pumped up for Greyshade, which is coming up. Let me do one more thing before I sign off, because we do have the stream boost going on right now. Banksy's book. There's no way in hell the LA Police Department is going to give you a quote for your effing book. LA Police Department. That's awesome. That's really cool. That's really cool. I've gotten some good blurbs in my time, but that's pretty good. I like that. So that's really funny. So we will see. But I do want to talk just very briefly about the schedule, and I do want to talk to you as well about the companies supporting us, because I think we're now in a position to be able to do that. I'm going to be posting some tweets that are going to officially announce all the companies and all the schedule. That'll probably go live sometime tomorrow, or potentially early next week. I have to decide when I'm going to schedule the tweets for. But we have a bunch of companies that have already jumped on board. Harebrained Schemes has come back. They will be sponsoring us as they have for many years prior. So they'll be giving us giveaway codes. Nomad Games, which does the Talisman digital board games, for example, they are going to be backing us and supporting us again. They jumped on board very quickly once again. Fatbot Games is a new addition to the group. Fatbot Games did the Vaporum Lockdown and the original Vaporum games. They are going to give us some codes as well. They already have, actually, so they are sponsoring us for the first time. We have Pegasus Spiele, the Talisman Adventures game publishers that sponsor our Talisman Adventures game over on GOG. They are going to be sponsoring us, which is very kind of them, with some physical board game product, not just digital, but actual physical product. So that's really cool. So they're going to be doing that. We have Alligator Alley Entertainment, which is going to be shipping out some physical stuff to people, as well as one of the sponsors of this. We have got Athos Arts, the makers of Silver Medal Award-winning Icarus and Jelinek. They are going to be supporting us as well, for which we are really grateful. So Athos Arts will be behind us also. We have also got GOG.com, which I stream for. GOG.com is going to be jumping on board to support us as well. They are going to be one of our sponsors. We also have a new sponsor, another new sponsor that I can announce, which was in my channel the other day, and that is Kraken Dice, is going to actually be sending a few dice kits out to people. So they are sponsoring this event. I have to get back to them so we can get some details, but they're going to be sponsoring on some level, so I can at least announce them. So that's really cool. Kraken Dice came in during my Adventures of Middle-earth stream yesterday because it was tagged as having dice in it. So they came in, and sure enough, and yeah, they were kind enough to immediately reach out to us. So they're going to be backing us up as well. So they will be sponsoring us. And let's see, who am I forgetting? Tin Man Games. Tin Man Games is going to be supporting us again. The makers of all of the Fighting Fantasy game books, the Warlock of Firetop Mountain, that tabletop game. They're doing Warhammer stuff as well right now, too. So Tin Man is going to be backing us up, and they will be behind us as well. So we've got all of this stuff. I have to say, release the Kraken. It's very true. Yeah, they are pretty nice. It's true. So we've got all of those companies. So multiple companies that are behind us, big and small, that are supporting us. And that's wonderful. I really appreciate that kind of support, and all of it is to benefit the Damon Runyon Cancer Research Foundation. And Damon Runyon, of course, are themselves much more invested this year with our own website, website for ARVCon. They will have PayPal donations so that we can donate as international folks will be able to donate via PayPal. Shadow Mage has already done the logo for this. I think I showed this already, but in case I haven't, I will show you right now this logo, which is, I announced this on Twitter as well, but this is the official ARVCon 2021 logo. You may marvel at its beauty. That is Shadow Mage's work, building on Kilobyte's work. which is also partially building on Chaotic's work in the past. So that is going to be ARVCon 2021. That's the official logo for that. Let's see. So we've got that going on. And oh yeah, and then we've got, so anyway, so those are the companies that are all part of this, that are part of the mix, and Damon Runyon really supporting us this time, so that's really awesome. Yeah, I'm really impressed with that. I think it came out beautifully, and it's classy. It really is. And look, it's silver, not unlike our silver medal for Icarus. Yes, so it's lovely, and I like it quite a bit. And so Shadow did an amazing job with that. There is not a link for the website yet because they haven't gone live with it. We have already seen it. Shadowed Mage is working with them to see if they can get themselves hooked up with the bots, because they're actually they submitted stuff to Tiltify so that we can get donations, so that we'll get automatic stuff on stream, so that it doesn't require the person to type in that they donated, but it'll show us the amount when they donate. So we got a lot of stuff going on with that. So I'm super excited about that. Yay, Silver. What's up? Kids are asleep. Good to see you, Valerie. Speaking of someone who is part of that community that I talked about, that's so hugely beneficial to all of us. Of course, Valerie Valdez, who is the one of the contributing players as part of the Case of the Cindered Seal, and a wonderful author who you should buy all the stuff of and do all that work. Yeah, they really are on board. Really, on Twitch's front page in 3 places. That's awesome. That's really cool. I didn't even know that. I'm excited about that. That's good. And as Second Ob said, there will be live music. Since we're all here, let's talk about that schedule. Yes, that would be, yes, that would be awesome. Yes, Rock God. I assume they can do that. I don't know how much they'll be able to do, but they have their own web person working on it, so I think they can do that. So yes, please. Prince Justin also has a smaller print that's going to be going to the second top donator, and that he also, I don't think he has a digital print of that, but that thing looks awesome too, and it's from Prince Justin's photography, and Rock God will tell you, Prince Justin's a legit photographer also, so I'm super excited about that. So yes, please do that digital thing. That would be great. Let's talk about the schedule for ARVCon, because that's great. No, I haven't heard from Kerflop. I actually am a little concerned about Kerflop. I mean, people come and go for different reasons, so I'm hoping that he's fine. But I have not heard from Kerflop, I'm afraid. So I'm hoping that we hear back from him soon about stuff. So ARVCon is going to start on Friday. Let me put the thing up again. Why did I even get rid of that? I should put it up here so people are like, what are you talking about? Well, I'm glad you asked. What I'm talking about right now is this. That's what I'm talking about. ARVCon. Okay. So ARVCon is going to begin on Friday the 28th. It will begin at 8:30 p.m. Eastern with Esper Genesis, sponsored by Alligator Alley Entertainment. This was the team last year that raised the most money for ARVCon. They actually raised, I think, almost $2,000 in one session. So they were the top donating or, gaining team, so to speak, from last time. So they were the ones who did that. So they are, they're really awesome, that crew, and that campaign has really been going gangbusters. So they are going to be back with you, Zach Clay, Cat Rambo, Carlos Hernandez, and Video Store Cowboy, Johnny Pippin. They will be back with you. That'll be happening. The launch of ARVCon 2021 will be our 7th ARVCon will be on Friday the 21st. On sorry, not the 21st, 28th. I beg your pardon, 28th, Friday the 28th. On Saturday the 29th, ARVCon will get started at noon Eastern as we continue with Adventures in Middle-earth. And so the AIME crew of Terry Toons, of Trendane, of Brad Bollier, and of Amal Omatar, they will be back with you, playing for you at noon, going from noon to about 3:30 or so, roughly speaking, is what we're looking at there. Then we will have our first finale of the evening, and that is of the show, the con, and that's going to be D&D with GOG Storm King's Thunder. They're going to be having their finale then. That's going to run for about 4 hours. It's going to run from 4 to 8 p.m. Eastern. It may run over a little bit. It depends on how things go. This big final boss fight may run over a little bit, and I've talked to the community D&D folks to let them know that it may run over a bit, and they are prepared, and so that may be happening. So that'll be happening on Saturday Saturday. So after Storm King's Thunder is over, then we move into, at 8 p.m. Eastern, Community D&D. During prime time hours, we will have the Community D&D crew with Echo Alpha X5, with Rock God, with Triffity Mats, with Hoodie, and with Shadowed Mage as your DM. They will be with you Saturday evening at 8 p.m. Eastern as we continue rolling on with ArvCon 2021. On Sunday, the 30th, ArvCon will begin at noon Eastern with what has become a tradition, and that is a marathon session of my longest-running campaign, D&D with Infinity and Beyond, my longest-running crew, as they have their finale of Palace of the Red Pasha. That will be running from noon until about 8 p.m. Eastern. In fact, I think it's going to be somewhere between 8, maybe 8:30 p.m. Eastern, something like that. It's going to be a big marathon session, but that's not going to be the end of ArvCon. In the past, that was the concluding session of ArvCon, but no longer, because that evening, Sunday evening, we are going to have our concert starting between 8:30 and 9 p.m. Eastern. We're going to have 3 wonderful musicians for you, starting with Kilgore Trout, who is in real life a guitar teacher. Kilgore has done wonderful stuff. If you have not heard his cover of the Morrowind theme, you need to check that out. So Kilgore is going to be performing for us as he has the last few years. Then this year we don't have Chrono Wolf with us, sadly, because he had a previous engagement he could not get out of, but he is going to be back next year. He's very sorry. He loves ArvCon. He'll be back next year with bells on, but we have a more than suitable replacement for him, because second, right after Kilgore Trout, is going to be Mr. Zach Clay making his premiere, at least as part of ArvCon. That's not true. He's going to be premiering as one of the players in ArvCon, but as a musician, he'll be premiering in ArvCon. If you haven't heard Zach play, now Zach is a member of my band, The Road now, but Zach is a wonderful percussionist. He's a marimba player. He's a wonderful composer who does a lot of awesome music of various kinds. His stuff is legit. He's a really good player, and you're going to get a chance to see him doing some awesome stuff next. I'm actually really, really excited for that. That's going to be cool. The Palace of the Red Pasha was a mini campaign, Marinda. That was only going to last 4 to 5 months, so that was intended to be smaller, to be shorter, but yeah, it definitely went fast. So he's the marimba monk. Yes, he's going to be awesome. That's going to be happening again right after Kilgore Trout. And then closing out our concert for that evening, I guess the headliner, only in the sense that he's been doing it, I think, longer than anybody else, including Kilgore. He might have come on the same time as Kilgore, actually. But the third person is going to be Jordan Indiana Gonzalez. Now, Indy is, first of all, a really good dude. Secondly, he's a very good speedrunner of Star Wars games. But thirdly, his main passion and love is that he's a musician. And he's been blowing up. A lot of his stuff that he's been doing is really good. I think he has a really good instinct for songwriting. I think he's a good guitar player. He's a very good live performer. He's a guy that you're going to want to check out. He works really well in this Twitch environment too. So he works really well, like connecting with chat and all that stuff. So he's someone that you're not going to want to miss. And so he's going to be here Sunday after he gets back from a wedding, actually. He's getting back on Saturday. We moved the concert back a day to make sure that he could do it, and he can. So that's what's happening on Sunday. Now, in the past, Sunday was the last day for ArvCon, but no longer, because we go longer than that now. On Monday. So on Monday, starting sometime mid-afternoon, time is yet to be determined on this, but we're going to be having a special tabletop event with, as I mentioned, the 3 scientists from Damon Runyon Cancer Research Foundation. We'll announce those names next week, along with someone else that Mike Underwood is going to find, and Mike is going to be GMing a game for them. I don't even know what game is yet, what the game is that he's going to choose yet, but it's going to be something really great. He is going to be GMing for these 3 scientists plus somebody else on Monday during our overtime, ArvCon 2021 overtime, if you will. And then we'll be wrapping up the festivities with Brandon O'Brien and Soundclash The Clampdown, unless the Soundclash crew has a conflict schedule-wise, which is possible, in which case Brandon O'Brien will be doing a one-shot of something else, but it will be Brandon, one way or the other, Monday afternoon into evening to wrap up ArvCon. So it's going to be great. Yes, the Damon Runyon scientists, and it's actually 2 women and 1 man, are going to be playing D&D. Or not D&D. I don't know if it's D&D. It's going to be tabletop. I don't know what tabletop, but it's going to be a tabletop role-playing game of some kind. Yeah. They're really excited for it because they usually are basically just doing interviews and stuff like that. So this is a neat, different thing. And it gets a chance for us to showcase them. One of the reasons, there's 2 reasons that I supported Damon Runyon. The first, besides the fact that they're super reputable, the first is that Damon Runyon gets a lot of their money from selling at a discount Broadway tickets, because originally they Damon Runyon started as that kind of thing where it was a theater producer who wanted to do stuff and to be able to donate to cancer charities. So the Damon Runyon Cancer Research Foundation gets a lot of their money that way. And that's very important to me, not only because I am myself a theater critic who does, obviously does write-ups and stuff like that on various theater shows, but because, as you folks know, my mother was off-Broadway herself. She was in the traveling company of Sound of Music in the 60s. So the Broadway, off-Broadway theater thing is very near and dear to me. And so the fact that they did that, I thought was really cool. The other reason that I support them, and this is hugely important to me, is that Damon Runyon's method of working to support cancer is they support the young researchers who are going to be the ones making the breakthrough discoveries that we find. Someone like the one who was responsible for the research that led us to the messenger RNA vaccines for COVID, for example, the one who started things with Moderna. Pfizer had a version of this too. One of the people who did that, or actually more than one, many of them were supported by grants of this type. My view is that supporting young researchers with their energy, with their passion, with the kind of feeling that I get from my students, that I get from many of you, I think that kind of passion is extremely important to support, especially when it's married to competence and results. Passion, compassion, and competence is about the best combination I can think of, right? And those things are really in evidence with these scientists. So getting the chance to showcase them and really show what these scientists are and why they do what they do and the special kind of people that they are, I think is really neat. And so it's not just give money to stop charity. There are many valuable charities, of course, that you can do that for. But the reason I really love this particular organization is because they're doing something that to me is the most exciting kind of work, because it's supporting young people who are gifted researchers to do the work into this dreaded disease. And they are making big progress. They are making progress that in our lifetimes is going to be able to, and certainly in my children's lifetimes, will cure certain kinds of cancers, will cure certain kinds of diseases. And that is worth any amount of energy and effort and support that we can give them. So it will be my honor to be able to host them as a part of this. And I'm just so happy that Damon Runyon is making that possible for us. I think that's really great. So that's going to be it. We've got a bunch of events. We are going to host a bunch of different campaigns. We're going to have a bunch of different things going on. And it's one of those things at the end of it, you always come out of it and you're like, you're tired but it's the best kind of tired. It's this feeling that you've really made a difference, and it's keeping faith with my mother, who passed away from breast cancer, and my dog Lilo, who passed away from cancer, and my dog Maggie, who passed away from cancer, and my family members who have been deeply affected by this, family and friends, and so many people across the community, people that I care about deeply, and for all the people that I don't know, the people that I don't know myself, that I haven't and probably won't get the chance to meet in person. For those people, having the chance to make a difference, even if it's small, it's a difference that is a difference of agency. We are not just helplessly watching, we're taking an active step to fight. And that matters so much to me, and matters so much, I think, to the people who are a part of this fight with us. So that's the deal. I don't think I could say any more than that, except it just is really important to me. No, not exactly, except that I am going to get my name on a list for them. But my wife is going to be doing allergy shots. She's going to start doing allergy shots. It's a long road, but allergy shots do work. They are curative. When you're done with them, it means you will not be allergic anymore. And she's a good candidate for them. And so even though that's going to be difficult, it's also something, I think, which is her not having to suffer anymore and being able to have a dog that isn't going to cause problems. And we're not going to wait 5 years the full time, but it's going to be making positive benefits from the very beginning. So she's getting allergy shots, and the rest of the family is on board. I'm not 100% sure if my mother-in-law is on board, but everyone else is on board. In fact, my son has taken up the cause. And so Mini Arv is doing a bunch of stuff like saying, like, he somehow got this in his head. So the other day when he was driving around with my wife, they like stopped at this place she wanted to Whole Foods, and she stops at this place and she gets out, and my daughter is with him. So she leaves my daughter in the car with him, little Arv. And he's like, are you getting a dog? And she's like, what? She's like, he's like, are you getting a dog now? And she's like, no, I can't. They don't have dogs here. And he's like, well, why? And she's like, well, they don't sell dogs here. And she's like, I'm going to get some shots so that I can have a dog. And she's like, he's like, well, are you getting shots in there? And she's like, no, I'm not getting shots in Whole Foods. And he's like, all right, all right. So she went in, she comes out. He's like, did you get the shots now? Can we get a dog now? It was freaking hilarious. So I talked about to little Arv and I, who have been on this for a long time. We're like, Mini Arv is on Team Dog. Hashtag Team Dog. It was really, really funny. So that's really cool. Yes, allergy shots are more than palliative, Mirinda. The idea of an allergy shot is that you eventually increase it enough that it is essentially curative. Yeah, that allergies, now it differs from person to person. Sometimes it's not fully cured, but it's not like you have to keep taking them forever. Nope. You take them over a long period of time, like multiple years, but then when the shots are done, you're done and you no longer you are no longer subject to that allergy at anywhere near the same level. In fact, I was just talking to a friend of mine, Vincent Jorgensen, who's an author, who was talking about the fact that he got allergy shots done and that it was gradual, but at the end of it, he went from having, in fact, I'm going to read out what he said. He went out, yeah, Mini Arv knows what's up. Exactly, Div. Exactly. So he went from, here we go. He said he was on his final year of the therapy. He went from needing 2 nasal, 1 oral, and 1 optic daily antihistamine to none. He went from 4 different antihistamines to needing 0. He says, or as needed, which has been barely ever. So he said life-changing. It's pretty wild. And it takes a long time, but the fact that it's curative, that's pretty awesome. So that's really, really neat. The last thing I want to say to everybody is that I'm in such a good mood about this. Like, not only we got 35 people in stream, I mean, thanks to the community challenge and the boost for sure, but we got all these people in here and I don't even stream on Wednesdays most of the time. It's you, me, or it's community D&D, but I'm not under that category. I'm under like the award winners category because I just got done with watching the IBPA stuff with all of you. Is that true? Is that true? Kids are asleep? Yeah, that's what I heard. I heard that it's like really amazing how it works as long as you can be consistent with it. That's really cool. Yeah, I'm really excited for my wife, especially because she really suffers. She's allergic to a lot too, not just cats. I mean, not just dogs, excuse me. Cats are impossible. Cats she's super allergic to, but she's allergic to dogs also. She's allergic to grass. She's allergic to dust. So having those reduced really makes a difference. So I'm glad to hear that. That's good. That's like real world experience because I feel very bad for people that suffer from allergies. It's terrible. So anyway. But yeah, but thank you everybody. I mean, like we got that 100% boost. Again, that is the 4th time out of 5 times that we've gotten the community challenge boost. And I hope that Twitch is paying attention because Twitch, I want you to know that we've been streaming here a long time. And I have a community that when a community challenge is here, they freaking get it. They get it done. And I love the Twitch community. I love my community. We are ready. We are ready to be partnered. We're ready to hopefully take what we do to the next level. And in particular, we are ready because of things we do like ArvCon. Last year, we did not only ArvCon, we did JulyCon, which raised money for the Octavia Butler Scholarship Fund. So, I mean, the Carl Brandon Society runs that. We try to do the right thing by people here. And this community gives back all the time as a part of that. So do it. Do it. Make it happen because ArvCon right there, and other things. So this community deserves it. I'm allergic to all furry animals. Oh, really, CQ? Yeah. That sucks. I avoid them. Yeah, it's difficult. I totally get it. People who are kind of like avoid that and everyone's like, oh, you hate animals. No, a lot of people love animals. I have a good friend actually who is very allergic to cats, but has one because she just loves them so much. Like, it's not about, being like hating animals. It's oftentimes about loving animals and not being able to be close to them because of the allergies to them. So I'm really sorry to hear that, CQ. Yeah. And I'm, again, I see my wife suffer with the allergies. So I'm glad that we're going to get the allergy shot thing done. So, but yeah, I'm in such a good mood, Chet. I really am. This is wonderful, that we were able to jump on board and support. You were allergic to your own dog. Yeah. God, that's so hard. It's so hard. Because the dog doesn't know, right? The dog's like, hi, rub, 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 lick, 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 fur, 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 like, but anyway. But yeah, I'm so grateful to everyone for supporting us. And I do want to mention coming up over the next, the rest of the week. So tomorrow we might have community D&D tomorrow. We'll see whether the players are able to do it. Possibly they're going to talk about that amongst themselves. That might happen tomorrow evening. Friday, we will definitely be back with Rebel Crown. That's where I play Venercrace the Vengeant, who's tired of having people push him around, and his military plans are absolutely the best. Also, he brought down the Man Mountain last time in one of the greatest clutch rolls of all recorded history. I don't know. That's just how it felt. Anyway, that's happening on Friday. And then Saturday, we've got some Metroid Prime action. Sunday, we have got, of course, Brandon O'Brien is going to be back with The Kids Are Asleep, and Yoi Gawain Lin, and Yori Casano, and Mike Underwood. I'm talking about Valerie Valdez, of course, for Kids Are Asleep. And Brandon O'Brien is going to be GMing them for our Speculate Twitch event of Blades in the Dark, Case the Cindered Seal. There's Turbo Tango. Venner was absolutely an MVP. Except it took him long enough, right, Mike? Like, he was absolutely an MVP, except he practically, good God, at the last second he pulled it out. But I was just like, geez, God Almighty. Yeah. And and I didn't mention this. Oh, you know what? I'm wondering if I should do this. I'm thinking I may do this. Hey, Mike. I have a question for you. Now, normally I would ask Rising Tides, but because we have so many people in chat, and because I feel bad about just leaving without giving them something, and because this might be a good way to promo Speculate coming up on Sunday, could I show them a certain thing that we had done for Speculate, do you think? Might that be a possibility? Now, if your answer is no, you don't feel comfortable, that's cool. But I'm curious if you are, if you'd be comfortable doing that or not. I have a feeling whatever you say, I have a feeling Brandon would go along with. Because that might be an opportunity to give us a little bit of a, let's go for it. We got a full house of happy Argonauts. All right, chat. The world premiere. Are you all ready? Let me just get this thing fired up. Hang on just a second here. Nope. You heard something, but never mind that. This is the world premiere, chat, of our new Speculate video. And because The Kids Are Asleep is in here, this will work for them too. The world premiere. So see, you came for an award ceremony. You got a world premiere. That's what I'm talking about. All right, let me get this thing captured properly. That's not it. But you can't see that yet because... What? Why can I not do... Oh, because it's going to... Okay, that's fine. I got you. I'm going to do display capture. All right. Let's full screen it. Good. We're going to do display capture. All right. Let's do display capture. Is it that one? Nope, it's not that one. Is it that one? There it is. All right, chat. Are you ready? Chat, are you ready? Are you hyped? Are you prepared? You are not prepared. Are you prepared for the madness? Can I get some hype in chat if people are prepared for the new intro video? Can we properly prepare? There is no way to prepare. You are not prepared. You are not prepared. Okay. Here we go, chat. Whoops. Hold on. It's a good thing I didn't take it off studio mode. Let's do it now.
So here are all of my encouragements for you all to make terrible decisions, as I am the GM.
Ash has a crossbow bolt in her side, 0 dots in skirmish, and 0 dots in wreck. and I'm so excited to see this get even worse. So that's one vote for escalation.
Skelly has 3 guns and all the ammo.
Crossroads has no guns, but Crossroads is a gun powered by ghosts.
Have we established that your guns are special to you? I feel like we're establishing that your guns are special to you.
Before this crew, they were my only friends.
You've known us for 5 days. You've known those guns a lot longer.
These are my babies.
Yeah.
I just want to say, Rowan was starting to do this, and then he realizes to harvest, this doesn't help. Like, don't do that.
This is not.
No.
This is
Like,
not
don't do
this.
this.
Yeah.
Doing this to an executioner?
Yeah, that's not what you want.
Like this, like
We call that the go sign, you know? Like, yeah.
Oh, man.
This theme's great. I will do a fortune roll. Notes. No thoughts. Head empty. 1! I rolled a 1!
Yep.
Yay! The world premiere! That's what I'm talking about. Huzzah! There it is, everybody. The new Speculate video. Now, that was put together by the amazing work of Mike Smith. So those of you who watch D&D with GOG Storm King's Thunder will know Peripheral Mike, and Mike is the one who did that intro video for us. So that came out very well. We're very excited about it, and that's the video that we're going to be doing. That'll be like a teaser video. We'll probably do that as an introduction video. It's 90 seconds roughly, and it gives us a chance to sort of show off some of what Speculate is. And so I'm very excited about that, to be able to do this. And again, Mike does good work at a reasonable rate. So if you're looking for someone to do videos like that, you need to find Mike. I'm very lucky that way. I've got him to do intro videos. I've got Chrono Wolf, Matt Van Roon in Other Life does a lot of these videos as well. And then obviously I have amazing people working on overlays and stuff like that. Shadowed Mage with his graphics and all that. It's amazing. So I'm very, very lucky and fortunate that I've had that. And I sense that little Arv is making her way. I think this is all. Yes, here's your math homework, my child. So, what?
Are you done with the thing?
Not quite. I'm just finishing up the stream right now. So not quite.
On the board thing?
Yeah. We got silver. We got silver. So the winner was the Deadening, the dog.
I thought so.
Yeah, that was the one who ended up winning. He seems like a nice guy.
I mean, I knew that you were going to be at least first or second to that, not that monkey thing.
Well, okay. She was not impressed with the monkey comic, whatever that was, the Adventures of Monkey Man or whatever it was. I don't know. I will let her speak about that. I will. That's her thing. I don't. I'm not gonna say anything about that one way or the other. I'm honored to be in the category, but anyway. So that was Mike Smith. So you all got to see that Saga of the Evil Monkey Man. No. Let's not. No. Listen. I don't. Seriously, it was an honor to be in this category, and they got there for a reason. So I don't in any way, I do not want us to go off on some other other winner. The point is, and the guy who did win seemed really genuinely moved and affected by it, and it really felt like it made a difference. So look, I'm not, obviously, we all hope to win, but winning a silver medal is a big deal, and I'm really happy with it, and I think it's something we can build on. So I'm really grateful that that's the case. Yeah, it wasn't like we were up against trash. I mean, we were up against good books. So I'm, as I say. So anyway, so that's the premiere of the Speculate video. So you all got to see it. You got to see it here on a Wednesday night. So that's the deal with that. So, but thank you everybody so much. We had subs today, resubs today. We reaffirmed community today. So glad for all of that. I'm sorry we don't get community D&D tonight, but hopefully we'll get some possibly tomorrow, definitely next week. And on Friday, I'll be back for Rebel Crown, which you saw in that little clip. It was the one with the executioner thing, which was just... Oh God, it was so funny because they were doing this and I'm like, wait, shouldn't you not do this to an executioner? I'm like, don't, that doesn't help. That doesn't work. But anyway, it was a lot of fun seeing that video, and you'll get a chance to see more of Rebel Crown with amazing Turbo Tango's GMing happening on Friday. So please go over there. By the way, that Speculate Patreon, you can see behind the scenes stuff. You can see some of Mike's GM prep. You can see like session zeros of these things. So you can definitely check that out with Speculate's Patreon. And so that's right there, patreon.com/speculate. Thank you, Triffid. So definitely you can go there if you want to get some behind the scenes stuff. We've had a couple people jump on board in the last few days, which is great. Let's have more people doing that. If you want to see what Speculate is up to, that would be lovely. Otherwise, like I say, Friday we've got Rebel Crown, and Saturday, Metroid Prime, baby. We got more Metroid Prime. I've got room to play it. I'm not like, like huddled up like this. So I've got room to play it as this one. So you can get a leg up on the retinue. Oh, so you can look at it and be like, oh, Arv, you're in big trouble. Why? What were you talking about? No, you went through the forest, right? No, yeah, it was never go through the forest. Am I right? What? What's wrong with the forest? The forest has eyes. What do you? It has eyes. What do you? Yeah, many eyes. What are you talking about? So if you want to be able to know before I do what the hell's going to happen to me, that's what you want. No, don't post spoilers. No, definitely don't post spoilers. Just know the spoilers. Arvin Mirkwood. Spooter's right? Right? That's what I'm saying. But thank you, everybody. Really, I appreciate that. And I do have a quick question here, actually. I'm just sort of double checking very quickly here. Did anyone who saw the chat posted elsewhere, did anyone happen to stop by for the first time tonight? Like, this is your first time in chat. If you're lurking and you want to stay lurking, no problem. But if you were here, I just wanted to acknowledge if anyone stopped by the first time and would like to say hello. Because I know there's so many people here who are regulars and people that I recognize. And I noticed we had some new followers tonight. So does anyone fit that description? And if not, totally cool if you want to keep on lurking, because the lurkers are big ups to the lurkers. But I was just curious if anyone wanted to say anything. See, spoiler, rockfall, everyone dies. Attercop, down you drop. You'll never catch me up your tree. Okay, so I can see that we have definitely had some new people that jumped in that were a part of this. When is the haircut planned again? This haircut is better. It's better, but I don't know. I may need to go even shorter than that. I also am overdue for a trim. I got to get this trim going. See, the thing is, you don't want to trim too close to the event. You don't want to trim too close, because if you do it right in the event, that it doesn't look as good. You basically trim, then you have like 2-3 days where it's really comfortable, but it doesn't look as good. Then you get about a week to a week and a half where it looks good and feels good. And then you get to a couple of days where it still looks good, but it starts feeling uncomfortable. And then you get to a few days where it's uncomfortable and does not look good. And you want to trim it before you get to that point, because it's important. So I am new here too. Yeah. Mrs. Dunsel is, no one is, I'm so good to meet you, Mrs. Dunsel. I've never seen you before. I have a ponytail on the top from 2019 that's now sentient. I tried. I'm new here. What's this whole Twitch thing? Yeah, rock god. Exactly. You know what? I'm probably going to cut it. I'm probably going to cut it sort of closer again. I liked it. I mean, and my wife likes the fact that the hair curves a little bit in the back. So that's not bad, but without getting into details, I don't have as much on top as I have on the sides. I'll just say that. And I don't know. So I think I may just trim it a little bit closer, which is the way I've had it for most of my life. But this is the first time in my life I had my hair long enough that it touched my shoulders. Never in my life have I had my hair that long, ever. My life has always been like short hair, basically. Not buzz cut, but relatively short. So this is the first time that I've had it longer, and I wanted to give it a shot and see what it was like. So, chat, I love you so much. You're all wonderful, and I'm the singer in a band. I know, Geester, right? I bet Second Obs, who is a musician also, is very frustrated with me also, that I don't have the mighty locks, you know. But I'm just a math rock guy, right? That's all. I just do math rock. That's a lie. Yeah, hippie college professors, yeah. I have to say, though, I'll tell you what, if I ever had to do remote teaching again, and I obviously don't want to do that, I want to be in a classroom again, but if I ever had to do remote teaching again, and I had this for a background, guarantee you right now, none of my other colleagues are sporting that. None of my other colleagues can be like, well, you'll note all my editions of D&D, and Whoops, I just casually show off Dominion, Runebound, Civilization the board game, Dark Tower. Oh, look, it's D&D. Oh, look, it's Gandalf the Grey, the person we're talking about. So no one's going to have that freaking look, all right? That's it. I got Diablo down there. So no one will have that look. And I love it too, because I have this image of people just being like, oh, you've got that stuff. Will that be professional? I'm like, damn right I'm professional. I write fantasy and science fiction. I teach it. And also I professionally now, to some degree, GM it. So you're damn right I'm going to have that stuff back there. And if you have a problem with it, I'd like to introduce you to a concept called tenure. Tenure, that's what I'm talking about. Am I doing my job? Yes, you're doing your job. Do my students like it? Yes, your students like it. Do my colleagues like it? Yes, your colleagues like it. Then you can get bent because tenure. That is my tenure song. And I mean, really, like, that's tenure is designed to prevent nonsensical firings. And so it's very exciting to be able to use that and say, this is directly relevant to my classes right now. Directly relevant is that I get to do stuff like this, and I no longer have to worry that stuff like this might make me seem somehow unserious. I've done plenty of academic stuff and plenty of publications in academic works, and I have academic books in 2 editions, thank you. But it's nice to know that I can do creative stuff, which is really the focus of my academic life, is really my creative stuff too now because of what I teach. And I'm so excited about to do that. It's Prof Rock. Because it's so nice, kids are asleep, to be able to do this and not feel, do you know how much of my life was always me feeling like a little worried? Like, am I going to be seen as too nerdy? Because when I was a kid, I was constantly, I was bullied very badly and I was beaten up, and you're a nerd and you wear glasses and you have a vocabulary above 2 syllables and that thing, and like, and it was traumatic, and I'm still working through a lot of those things. The bullying was really bad. And do you know how nice it is now to be in a space where not only can I share what I love with people that are awesome people like all of you, and that I can share it with my children and my family and friends, but that also I get to do that and feel in some ways inspired by the work I do also, that I get to work with Ed freaking Greenwood, the creator of Forgotten Realms, and Ed Greenwood himself published one of my books, and Ed Greenwood talked about how, like, how I'm a friend. I'm a friend. You know what that's like? What, like, 12-year-old me would be thinking about that? Just unbelievable. And so it feels really good to be able to do that. And so I'm not doing the 10-year song as a gotcha to people that don't have that job security. I'm doing it as a gotcha to the people who would have argued that what I was doing was silly or illegitimate. And that is a bunch of bullshit, because what I'm doing has value, and what we do here on this channel has value. And don't let anybody tell you that games have less of a function than anything else. That is not true narratively. It's not true academically. You can talk to Turbo Tango about whether or not it has value. You can talk to the kids who are asleep about that. You can talk to the Rising Tides about that. You can talk to Triffity Mats from Skiffy and Fanty. You can talk to Prince Justin. You can talk to Amal Matar. You can talk to Carlos Hernandez. You can talk to Cat Rambo. You can talk to all of these people that I've mentioned just now. You can talk to Rick freaking Riordan, who has been on this channel, and all of them will tell you that what we do here matters. And I am just so proud to be able to be part of this, and to be able to teach it and to write it and to game within it and not have to feel guilty about it, and to feel like it matters, not because I didn't know it but before, but because now I can say it without being ashamed of it. And that, chat, is why tenure is awesome, in my view. So, Murjala Dark Eyes. Exactly. Hi, Blackberry Bear. But see, that's it, right? Like, I mean, I named myself Arvin Eleron on here because it was a character in my first novel, and I wasn't 100% sure because I came on Twitch 2011 and I hadn't been promoted to full professor yet. Now I've been promoted and I deserved it. I'm a good professor. I work hard. I worked hard. I work in committee assignments. I work very hard for my students. My students seem to appreciate it. My reviews are always good. And I've done a lot of work in my classes and I love teaching. So I know what my value is, and I'm saying it not to pump myself up, but to say, if you have something you know you're good at and you care about, don't hide your light under a bushel. One of the best sort of biblical religious references you could have that applies to everyone, regardless of religion. Don't hide your light under a bushel. reveal who you are to the world. We need more light to the world. And that light comes from doing things that you care about. And if you found stuff that you care about, but it changes and you end up caring about something else, cool. As long as you are doing what matters to you at that time and you're sharing it with people in the spirit of community. If you do that, everything else takes care of itself. And that's what I see when I see someone like Turbo Tango with the Genre Not series, which you should buy because it's awesome. And when I see the work that's being done by The Kids Are Asleep, again, her books are awesome. Or what the Rising Tides is doing, their work is awesome. Brandon's work is amazing, as I've said many times. All that kind of stuff. Yeah, right. Now I don't have to work hard because of tenure. I know Rock God is kidding me because we've joked about this before. That is an inaccurate statement. No, I still work just as hard. The difference is I no longer have to worry that I'm going to get fired for no reason. And, when people say, well, I don't get that kind of security, you should. Rather than saying other people shouldn't have it, we should all be working together so that everyone has that job security, so that you get fired. If you get fired for cause. Because as a person with tenure, I can still get fired for cause. If I don't show up to my class for a month, I'm going to get fired. If I'm abusive to my students, I'm going to get fired. If I, plagiarize my academic work, I'm going to get fired. And I would deserve it in those cases. But if I say something that seems not along the lines with what my university administration would like me to say, not that I go out of my way to do that, I like my university, but, if I did, they can't do anything about it. And that's what tenure is about. So rather than tearing down people who have it, look to get it for others. Look to see how others can feel stability and security and don't have to feel like their lives are on a knife's edge, because if they lose their work, they lose their benefits, they lose, all kinds of things based upon who they are. We want the best people, and I mean the most generous, caring people, like all of you, showing who they are without fear and without fear of censure. That's what work ought to do. So get it out there, because this is what really matters. Let me tell you about the joys of labor unions. Yes, and I am a member of a union and a proud one. I'm actually a member of two unions, long story, that are both on the campus of St. John's. True, it's the only way that my father was able to keep a job, that my father, a teaching job, that he was able to get a Fulbright scholarship, that he got partly paid for that was because of the support of his union. Yes, unions really matter. But the point, I think it's true. Academics, the last holdout of guilds. And believe me, academics can be frustrating. Academics can be too restrictive. Academics can be too rigid. Academics can sometimes spend too much time talking to themselves. But academics also provide an opportunity to give context and meaning to something that might not otherwise have that. When done properly, academics can be the bridge from complicated concepts and ideas to the layperson who may be quite intelligent but may not have the education level and are learning from the person who is the academic and with the academic. At their best, academics facilitate students to learn from each other and from the academic. At their best, academics provide a public intellectual class, and that public intellectual class is available to comment on all kinds of issues of the day so that we don't just cede ground to business leaders and politicians and celebrities. There are other people who need to be heard, and academics can do that. So as much as I get frustrated at academia and I want academia to move faster and I get annoyed at it, I'll tell you this, academia does have going for it a general sense of the honor of what it means to sit in front of a classroom, to stand in front of a classroom and teach students and bring them together. And that is what academics at their best do. It is what many of my best colleagues do. I have many good colleagues at my university who do exactly that. And when you hear from them about the way that their lives have been changed and altered, that they have come up with a new way of living their lives, that matters to them. I'm going to tell you a quick, very brief story. I've already told you most of it because I'm really hungry and I got to get going, and you've all been really kind. But I want to tell a quick story. There's been a thing going around on Twitter that talks about tell me when your life changed. I think actually Turbo Tango did this. I saw it as well. Turbo Tango contributed to this. And it was, tell me when your life changed, but don't tell me about getting married or having a kid. So like anything else, right? And so for me, that answer is quite simple. If you're going to leave those two things out, my life changed when I sat in a semifinal debate round at the Harvard Debate Tournament, which was the first debate tournament I went to. I found out about it my senior year of college. And I sat there and watched these people. I'm not going to go through it again. The story is somewhere back there on my video someplace. And I watched somebody speak powerfully, rhetorically, compellingly about an issue that I thought actually mattered. And the audience was rapt. You could have heard a pin drop as he was giving his speech. And at the end of it, the applause, the attention, and most of all, the way that people were changed by watching that had a profound effect on me, because what it told me was I still wanted to teach. Up to that, I went into that wanting to teach. But I realized that I really wanted to teach in college because I wanted to be able to work with this group of people, this group of talented, energetic, sometimes frustrating and, like infuriating, but still the hope for humanity. I wanted to work with people like this. Changed my life. And everything since then, including my personal life, because I ended up meeting my then wife through debate. My then became my girlfriend, and then eventually my wife now, my now wife. Little Arv and Mini Arv were introduced to the world because of that. All of that experience came because I sat watching these extraordinary people shape rhetoric into a tool for good. And rhetoric is not a tool always for good. It can be used for good or evil. But boy, when it's used for good, it's about as good as it gets. That has always stuck with me. And the thought of looking around at these people who were at that moment a community tied together, watching communication, that to me led to my principles, which are community, communication, compassion. Those are my principles. And really, Twitch gives me a chance to do that. So go out there, be inspired. Be inspired. Go do something you care about and share it. Don't hide your light under a bushel. Go share it. Go share your work. And you can get something like this or the equivalent. You can get people to believe in it if you believe in it and if you do the work necessary and have the discipline necessary to make it happen. Go do that. I love you. I will see you people for the stream, hopefully tomorrow. If there's a stream, we'll see you for Community D&D. Otherwise, I'll see you Friday for Rebel Crown. Silver medal for the IBPA graphic novel. So much love, so much gratitude. Thank you, everybody. And thank you to Athos Arts, and thank you to the judges at IBPA, and thank you to my Argonauts. You folks are all the best. And I will see you folks Thursday or Friday. Thank you, Garlic Tofu. I'm equally proud of all of you. Much love, everybody. Bye-bye. Honk.